Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. Testing. Okay. Should be good now. Hello, hello. Let us get started today. Okay. Make sure everything's good. Okay. So, let's see. What is up? Let's look at the chat. From Scotland. Hello from Scotland. This is recorded. Always recorded. Every stream you can rewatch, which is great. That's automatically done on YouTube. Turn down the volume a little bit. Okay, so what do we have today? Look at the daily. It looks like a more of a range in tight range type of day here. See the 4 hour for NQ and ES. We created this 4 hour gap, retraced inside of it, came back down all the way to this inefficiency here, fill it all the way. We're just traveling back and forth. So we're gonna look at range conditions today. We dropped down a lower time frame. You can see this low here did not get taken, which is interesting. This high did get taken there though. Just gonna mark these highs and lows. We do have some equal highs on ES as well. And high of the day. Looking at the 15-minute gap, that's where we're inside an NQ here. ES is looking to approach it, and it looks pretty bullish. Coming back up here. Good reversal. But just knowing today's range bound, we're going back to, if you're looking at this high versus low here, we're going back to premium. This equilibrium, we're going back to premium. So if this is range bound and we don't expect it to keep on moving past these high or past this low, we're going to be between these two areas. And what we want to do is look for entries. If you're looking for longs, you want to get a discount ideally. If you're looking for shorts, get a premium. Let's see what else we got here. This is the 5-minute gap, or 5-minute time frame. We do have these highs from overnight session here. Asia broke down, London continued. We sweeped it, London high before slamming it down. On the other hand, NQ left these London lows, but we did take these highs. So like we have SMT back and forth. So this would be SMT here, very strong SMT, and then we also have SMT here. Meanwhile, on ES, it's opposite. So it looks like we are more bullish on NQ for both sides for two reasons there. And we did break through this low resistance here. I think what we would like to do is come back down and just chop it around. We'll probably see if there's any setups today. Tilted that I didn't take the London lows. Yeah, I get surprised sometimes, especially when it's like this much off, like feel like that's like less than a point off. All right, let's zoom in here. But yeah, I think today the range of New York session AM really did the move already. We're not just sure. I'm not entirely sure if PM will give you good price action. We're likely going to look for a base hit today. I don't anticipate something huge today for PM sake. Could be wrong. There's times where I think PM is tough or it's going to be weak, but it does deliver for us. So we'll see what happens here. Yeah, I would probably want a retracement back down for longs. We're a little bit at premium, like we said here. But yeah, lots of things happening in the prop space. Lots of things to talk about while we're just waiting for a good trade to take. What's the name of the indicator? If you go to my Discord, everything should be there. Everything pinned. Discord link should be in the description. It's in the general chat, I believe. We could get like a mini breaker here because we do have that 15-minute favorite high gap. So I do think we do send it lower, likely into this 5-minute gap. So if this does close under, look for a gap. Stop probably this high. If you take this trade, about 10 points. Just need some confirmation here. I would still let it play out a little bit more. I think, let me see. This is a breaker here. This is a very actionable breaker. For this sake, if we do get a closure under this, which is under that 15-minute gap too, it's going to be dangerous. This would have been a nice long here. We do have some low resistance. Yeah, I should have. What's that? What time? That's their lunchtime too. We take these, induce these lows here. Tap inside that 1-minute breaker. Put your stop under that breaker. Here, under that 15 minutes, it's going to be a little larger. That's what you average in. You want to get average, like, say, 30s. 15-point stop. You're going for this high. That's a very good risk reward, too. Yeah. Try to look for A+ setup today. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh, my Discord's saying I forgot to alert for everyone. Live now. I've been forgetting that. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let me look at chat. Yeah, ask me anything in chat while we're just waiting for a trade. This 15-minute gap, we probably would want to run chart here before moving lower. So ES, if this is the objective upside, we're probably jabbing side here first. This is like nothing confirmed yet for me though. I'm just anticipating. When you got like that framework in mind, of like a clear draw here, this is that 15-minute gap that it's approaching to. It can really anticipate like what could happen next. And, like after this, you're expecting it to attack this area, and if it does fail, reject, probably retrace back to the next gap here, which is this gap. If it does close and it's unfilled, and then we can launch back up. That's kind of like how I operate and do things. do the 8 trading days start today, or do trading days from last week count? I believe it counts anywhere. So November 1st, if you already have like 8 trading days already, you should be able to withdraw. I believe that's the case. I wish it was more clear. They had to make a few clarification videos. What's the beef between you and Patrick? I don't really have beef with anyone. I just don't think I think Patrick is the one person where I would think he brings negative value to traders. That's my opinion too. I think a lot of people share that opinion. I'm looking to purchase your first prop account, 50K. Any recommendation? That's just way too many prop firm to choose from. You can go for an instant funded one. You can go for evals like Top Step. If you want to run an Apex, I think this is your first account. I don't think you want to run with Apex. You get to really study up on the rules first. Yeah, there's Tradify, there's Top Step, there's 500 features. You really gotta look into it yourself to see which one would align with your interests. And I'm gonna release some prop guides soon to show like, okay, this is the prop rules here. This is what kind of trading style would fit this prop firm or prop accounts. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, I was more SMC. Did we hit that 15-minute yet? Yeah, we did. So like this is what I'm waiting for. I want to wait for a move happening, and then we'll play from there. 5-minute inversion potential NQ right here. Let me just check it out. Oh yeah, this 5 in here. It's a large gap. I don't think that I usually observe these type of things though. I'm looking at the gap more, the 15-minute gap. But yeah, I mean, if it works for you. We're at midnight open on NQ right now. A little SMT. I'm going to delete this SMT if we do take the high, because that will show me nothing. You have to be profitable at a certain number of days with Apex, or is it like Top Step, just number of days? I think now it's 8 trading days. You need 5 of them to be a certain price. Yeah, let's see. Do you use ICC 12 a.m. Eastern Open as new day open, or the actual 6 p.m.? I use both. So the 12 the midnight time, yeah, the 00, that's what I use for midnight. And then for the future open, which I like to say the true day opening too. Yeah, I would probably consider that. Like I use both. Because the future open has a gap, the midnight open tends to be more like a magnet. Okay, we're pushing higher. I'm gonna delete this now. Looking for ES to pop inside this 15-minute gap too. And US taken Friday high. Is there any reason you would be bullish on the higher time frame? Or should be the draw to Friday lows? See, that's the thing. If you're looking at one instrument, it might tell you one thing. You look at a different instrument, it tells you something else. We have SMT off these lows, SMT these highs. So NQ took these highs. Lows were not taken. So these are the lows we're talking about here. And these Friday lows here. While on ES, we still have these equal highs here. These very strong equal highs. And we did smash these lows. These Friday lows you're talking about. So when we're doing something like that, it just shows divergence, and we're just going back and forth here. So until like we do close out on these edges here, on these external ranges, and then continue pushing, because notice, like, let's say this here, we got like 10 minutes above and then straight back down. Same thing with the lows here. We got like 20 minutes or 30 minutes maybe below these London lows and straight back up. Like we're just range bound. So that's what I'm recognizing right now. So any strong bias on the higher time frame is it's gonna be a misconfluence. Especially for a scalper. Like if I'm gonna take a trade that I'm looking to hold for like 20 points and the trade could take like 10 minutes to hit, I'm not worried about like the 4 hour when I know that the trend is not true to the objective, just because it's a more of a range or consolidation conditions. When was the last time you had the worst losing streak? I have no idea. I feel like I might have posted that somewhere on Twitter if I had a streak or losing streak. But I feel like the highest one I remember off top of my memory was like 8 days. 8 days I couldn't get like I'll have some wins, but it'll be net losses each day. So like let's say we take 3 trades, 2 of them will be losses, 1 of them will win. It's like okay, that's a loss of the day. That's that 50-minute tap there, which is pushing higher. Still in that in this range. But I feel like part of me think like, if you're having such a long losing streak, there's something gotta be wrong. But if you have a good winning streak, that's proven, or not proven. Like that should be somewhat expected. It doesn't have to be a streak though. Let's say you take like 10 trades, and you have like 65% win rate on these trade models. I mean, that's expected. You're gonna win overall. I guess it varies. If you're taking 1 trade, then it's gonna be like you either win or lose. But I think I do take like 2 trades, 3 trades, maybe, if I trade 2 sessions. But I'm gonna say 2 average. And if I win one, usually it's high risk reward than the loser. So that's why I always have like a green day, even if it's a loss. What is up, guys? What's up? Let's see, for the market shift in the unicorn, does the body of the candle have to close above the wick of the breaker block, or just the body? I usually like the wick too. So for instance, let's say ignore this long upper candle. Like let's say this is the breaker here. I would want it to close above this high, so up more above here first before I consider this a breaker. Similarly, let's do the 1 minute. Yeah, like these, I do use the wicks as part of my breakers, not just the bodies. That's just how I do it. This is such a clean frame setup right now. Equal lows, induce, take the lowest liquidity, and then finally a deep drive in there. That should have been it. That was that lunch trade, if anything though. All right, so we get tapped inside the 15-minute. And we got a closure back inside this 15 minutes. This is what I was talking about, the framework here. If we're expecting, let's say we're bullish, you would probably want it to jab in here, come back inside the latest, the most recent gap, and then launch back up if you're bullish. It would have more standing, more foundation when you're looking to grind up. That was a large wick, isn't it? 20-point wick and straight back up. What the heck? It's an odd day right now. Something I gotta watch for when I'm trading my Apex. I gotta make sure I don't break the 30% rule. Like imagine I take 3 minis here, right? My stop is 10 points, and it's zoop, something happened. Like, did they talk about that in that video? Like, if Powell was speaking or something random, like, of course, everyone should take responsibility if they're trading CPI or anything volatile, but like, some candles are random, and it would literally drop like 50 points instantly in like a few seconds. And that could easily get your 30% wiped. Powell starts speaking, and then you're like, damn, I just hit my 30%. Apex is going to flag you. Even if it does come green, you're not going to keep your profits. that's something like I'm like, damn, that's tough. Yeah, we're like deep inside this premium right now. I do think we want to move just a little bit lower here. I don't think I see a frame setup though. We're still early. We're still like 20 minutes in the stream. We're gonna wait for something more actionable. I think we move lower a little bit though. We already jabbed inside. I mean, that's the first objective, and we should return back inside this range. That's what I believe here. Here, let me look at chat. ETF was the first one with a new 30% rule. Did ETF have like the trailing? No, not trailing. Like the unrealized rule. I do not remember, but it must be like a newer thing because I haven't been following ETF for ages. Oh, so they copied. I mean, they probably do steal ideas from each other. Maybe it was an idea from that ETF or Apex was like, we should use this. Did you get paid yet from FTT? If you're referencing my next payout, I haven't. I think it was requested October, or it was requested the 25th of September, but I had to resubmit it, and it was like, what is it? October 7th? October 7th approval? I didn't get the email. I think people were saying like they send you an email or something. I did not get the email. Alright, moving lower there. Yeah, when do you get the email? Because I have 10 pending. Let me check again. Maybe I missed it. Is it? Oh, maybe it's in spam. I heard some people get spam, right? Nope, never mind. Yeah, I would probably get something later then. You requested 9/20. When did you get approved though, or did you have to resubmit? I think that's the main issue. People who resubmit goes back to the line. Yeah, so yeah, you resubmit. So yeah, yeah. It is bullish. We want to bounce here. We have the order block there too. Is there a change state delivery somewhere? This would be that change state, which we already did. So yeah, this should come back up. Tap back in, get a nice drive in, and he did a deep drive. And this is bullish. We're gonna really fly to it. I really haven't touched anything. I'm gonna take it easy. I'm just waiting for something clean. Something clean, man. If you got something clean for me, give it. It's not bad just commentating though. I don't really have to take anything. Well, we'll likely get our base hit today at least, like 200, 300 bucks. Not a problem at all. But so far, I think we're anticipating the price correctly. If you were listening to where I would anticipate, based on the 15-minute basically, which is the intraday price action, just playing the back and forth price range. This is my last stand here. If we do get under this area, I think it's a hard short for the rest of the day. So if it does fail this breaker, that's what I'm keen on right now. But good recovery there. We got some triple wicks here. What was something clean look for you in the AM session? Just anything with like a good target. So like it's either we graded a liquidity somewhere already, which this I think this is an example of a good setup here. We smashed these lows. We did a strong SMT here, which is good. And then we have a nice breaker close above. Inside this 15-minute fair value gap, so like the 1 minute and the 15-minute lines induce this low on the lower time frame. This would have been a killer entry because we have a clear target too. I'm looking for something like this, so I just taking all my counts. So even though like I could trade this 1 minute back and forth just based off of like me reading the price action, I'm trying to restrain myself a little bit here. Because it could work, it could not, and then I would rather wait for something that I'm much more confident in. If this hourly flip too, 2 p.m. What time frame is this breaker? So it should say in the bottom. Whatever I mark is on that time frame. So I mark a breaker on this sheet here, it'll only be the 1 minute. If I mark on the disc, it'd be only in the 5 minute. Everything is separate from each other. That's how I like to chart my things. Just back and forth right now. How's everyone else trading today? Asking for you guys, asking for any streamers you guys like, asking for anyone you know, any communities you know. Like, for instance, Lanto, I believe, did pretty good today. He showed me he made like $1,600 on 20 accounts. This is a little bit slow. This is pretty bullish price action once again. I was expecting a deeper drive in. It doesn't have to do that. Just need a drive in and then retrace back inside of it. And then if we could continue pushing, that's just very bullish signature there. We have order block here that held. Was the move at 1140 considered a breaker? Let me just check. 1140. Talking about this area here. I don't know how this would be a breaker because we didn't sweep the low, but if you're talking about this here, this would be a breaker here. This was not bad. I feel like this one is easier to trade because this is the first distribution here, and once we close above, a second breaker happened. We have lowers target. We induce a low. This is like a very A+ setup here. This one, we did. If we sweep this, I would give this a pass. But we have a large gap here. Enter off of it. This is a kind of a large stop. I would probably put my stop down here. We take this trade. Even then, that'd be like 20 points. So I don't think I like these type of trades here. I like this one a lot. And that's what we look for. I mean, it does come if you guys like. This does come like almost daily. Sometimes it doesn't come at this good, but it'd be a nice setup. Up 6,000 on 2 Apex. Wait, 6,000? No way. Why would you make a profit of 6,000 on your Apex? On a 50K account too. How do you even do that? You must have caught a nice windfall just like holding it. The hourly filled here too. do you show entries on stream? I'll show maybe like 25% of my trades that I execute on TradingView. Just because like if I like a trade a lot, I'll take it everywhere. But like, there's other trades where I don't want people to follow me just because I enter. If it's something that I could like walk you through very clearly, then I'll take it with everyone. But it's not that hard to listen to see like what trade we're taking. I think it's very clear. Helps prevent signal bots too, because I'm not trying to get everyone free trades. I'm trying to get people to learn. Good push here. Just keep in mind, NQ is... We had 2 bullish SMT on NQ, and we're holding up much better on NQ here too. It's 5 minutes. 12:05. Let me check. For NQ, right? Yeah, let me see. You're talking about this as a breaker. This would not be a breaker. This would not be a breaker. I'll tell you why. Just think about this. I don't know if you're viewing like, okay, we have... You might be viewing something like this. Oh, no. It should be like... You might be viewing it like this. And then like, oh, there's a sweep right here. But I kind of view it, look at like a summary of it. This just goes all the way down. We do get a nice pop back up. This is why I view it like. So I don't really account for these like little candles in between. This is a consolidation candle, but it's still continuation of the trend. You need a for a good swing low. Just think about like something like this. Is it surrounded by if this is swing low, you want it to be lower than the adjacent price candles. This doesn't do that. Hopefully that helps visualize it more. Some people trade breakers differently, though, by the way. If you're asked to be anything, it's just gonna be the way that I trade it and view it based on my refinement. We're very slow right now. So something about session, gotta delete this. Something about the session with AM here. We tend to have a large move on New York AM, and then what you're gonna expect is likely something like this for PM. About like 40 to 50% of that range. That's you can test this back, but this is what I kind of view like. Unless it's FMC, then PM would crush AM every single time. We're going to the game tonight in Tampa. Yeah, I gotta start packing. I got a cruise. I think I talked to you guys about it. We got a cruise going on Friday. It was like kind of a last minute decision just because we had a good month. It's the 25th to 30th, so you're not gonna see me at the end of this Friday. We're gonna try to stream Monday through Thursday, at least Monday to Wednesday, and then I'm gonna basically be gone till Friday all the way to Wednesday. We might get a stream next Wednesday. So it's gonna be like 3 trading days, and then we're gonna be back on. That's where I'm gonna lock back in. Something about basically taking a break when you're hot, just like a tiny break. I'm not trying to take a month-long break, just like a few days off, and then we're gonna recharge, and then I'm gonna try to grind, not just trading. We've been grinding trading for years now. Grind everything else, like give you guys what you guys want, which is like educational content. Give you guys any guides. We might even work on that prop bootcamp that we talked about ages ago. You guys remember that? That was like back in maybe June we were talking about it. So like 4 months ago. We didn't make time for it. And I think it was like me, Lanto, and Desi were gonna make a little boot camp. It might be like 8, 9 videos of 30 minutes each. It was gonna be on YouTube. We had it all outlined. I think we were looking at plan like a recording session, and then we never got around to it. These type of things. How do you get both your charts to move to the same time frame by clicking the time frame? You're talking about ES and NQ here, where it shows like I say, like I move to 12:10, it shows both. Honestly, I'm not the expert with trading via anything I do. Maybe I ask someone else, or I just happen to do. I really don't know how it happens. We're in OT, yeah, we're still in pretty deep premium, but here's the thing: we got in premium, we came back to fill this gap here, so this is still very bullish there. I'm gonna mark the same thing. Are we in premium on ES here? Yeah, we are. We went back to discount equilibrium and we're trying to push back up. NVIDIA creating all-time highs. What is NVIDIA? I get flabbergasted with NVIDIA sometimes. Like, I don't even trade regular stocks anymore or anything like that. But when I see a chart like NVIDIA, I'm like, is that sustainable? Let me just see. This is NVIDIA. This is the hourly chart here. We had this run here, basically in May here, from $70, $80 all the way to $140 in basically like 2 months, double in stock price. And this is like a highly valued stock, and then came almost all the way back down. I guess now we're running back up. I don't know how I would trade NVIDIA. I gotta read NQ, but like when you're looking at like these hype stocks here, these analysis would not work. I'm like, okay, it should come back down. It should retrace. Doesn't. All right. Let's see. But yeah, I'll probably just take it easy for the rest of the week, guys. I think November, getting election time, that's where I'll start running up. We're gonna take it easy a little bit. Still pushing higher. This I would say this is more bullish than bearish right now. But let's take a poll while we're waiting. What do you think about Apex, guys? Apex 3.0. Let's take a poll here. I try to make the question not too skewed because I'm like, oh, do you guys like it? Yes or no? Probably you'd be like 90% would say no. But if I was like, okay, whatever makes you money, like it basically means you have to adapt to it, even if they give you tough conditions. It's their business. Who cares? Or like, even though you do care, you just gotta put up with it, you know. Or if you just avoiding it completely. That's basically your two answers or two options. What are the changes? If you look at my Twitter, I basically shared a very large summary about it. I watched through 3 hours of the co-founder of Apex in an unofficial interview, like unofficial, not on their platform, but this is where they announce the rule change. And I was just surprised when it said it's gonna be effective Monday, which is like October 21st. This came out Friday on an unofficial platform, and then they started posting it on Sunday officially. So you literally have like a night to be like, okay, let's see what this is about. Which I bet there's gonna be like a third of you guys on Apex like don't even know about the rule change or don't even understand it. You might get flagged already. But yeah, I mean, I do get the public sentiment. Like it's a lot of rules. It's a lot to think about. For me personally, I would think like, okay, it's not gonna bother me too much because I usually take base hits anyways. But I understand that like it could be suffocating because you're like kind of trading a leash. While there's other options out there like Top Step where they don't care about what you do. You can DCA, you can risk all you want, you can make all you want. But as someone who trades like many prop firms, I would probably still trade with them. It's gonna take getting used to. I would rather just them put a day loss limit though. But I feel like that would be so much easier. Like, would that not be infinitely easier than having an unrealized trailing that is detected afterwards? Because, like, you could just be trading, it goes down like 10% of your DD, and then zoop, 30%. Like, and you don't even know. That's why I'm a little nervous of. I'm like, okay, I gotta make sure I don't do anything stupid. And make sure I'm not unlucky either. And that's why you have a stop going. Yeah, I mean, the stop would fix a lot of it at least. But if you're sizing in slowly, that is also something. If you're if it goes past your stop, let's say for instance, let's say I take this short here, right? Or I'll take this. Let's see here. I'll take the short. My stop is right here, like 7 points, and then once it's about to hit, once it goes to here, like from 2 points away, I'm like, okay, it's about to hit, and then we get like a 30-point pump somehow off of like a unplanned news. It would run your stops. Your stops not gonna be fully protected. And what happens then? Because that's realized loss more than 30% on that one singular trade. You get flagged there. That's interesting to me. I think they might need something that could track the 30% on Trade or Data Trade or something, so people could see. First day of Trade to funded, and you use half your drawdown. I don't know what count size, but if it's 150K, they give you $7,500, man. That is way too much drawdown. I would feel like it would be already good at 5,000, but 7,500, that's a hefty drawdown. Have you got a trade payout? I got 2 already. So like, if you want to know how I started last month. It was a new firm. I even though I have like a good amount of money, you know, I don't care if they rug me for like a few $100s. I still think that way. Like, whereas like I'm gonna start with 1 account first. Even like if they offer 20 accounts, I'm gonna start with a few accounts. I get a payout, I'll reinvest it for more accounts. So what happened? I started with I think 1 or 2 accounts. I got payout on one of them. I had 2 or 3 more, so I had like 4 total. And then I got another payout, and I had another 3 more because they up to 7. So I have 7 total now, which I just got 7. While some of you guys, I feel like, just go max funded right off the bat, which does work. Most of the time, I think it doesn't work as well. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. Like, we don't have to rush things. lots of these questions though, like what indicator do I use? How do I trade prop firms? What prop firm do I trade? I'm gonna have so many videos and everything on my website, the smart prop firm, just everything listed. So like anytime someone asks about that, I'm like, just go there. You want to see the indicator? Go there. You want to see what prop firm I use? Go there. You want to see how much I risk? You want to see how I trade these prop firms? Just go there. I can't wait for that to happen, just because it'll clear up a lot of things. I don't blame a lot of you guys who ask this, the question, because it's you guys are new here. But some of these OG viewers, it's the same question asked every single day, and I need a plan, a playbook for that. Which is this is my plan for like just have everything listed. So like, okay, you want to know how I set my trade copier? There's a section for that. What indicator? There's a section for that. And then like you guys could use it as like a library, like a resource to study, to review. That's what I'll focus on probably when I come back. What's the draw liquidity? For me, for lower time frame, it's just where I would think price action is drawn to. So like, let's say this is some highs here. If this is my draw liquidity, I would want to see price draw up to this area, to this level. What does the hard 30% rule mean? It's a 30% consistent rule you're referring to, right? It's just consistent rule. It's 30% hard, which not negotiable. Took this high. Fill this area here. We're still in deep premium. I think I'm ready for it to come back down. It doesn't seem like it's ready to move. I just want to anticipate, and then we'll try to trade off of it if there's any actual. Do you have a premium membership? We pause a premium. We have one, but I'm gonna focus on creating content. I'm gonna focus on scaling up myself, and I'm gonna focus on partly YouTube too. Just basically, like, if I do Discord, I would have to trade YouTube and Discord 2 sessions a day. I'm taking a step back from that. I'm just focused on myself. So just focus on 1 session, which I'm mastering, the PM session. Very slow, very, very slow. We do have some low liquidity being built up here now. Have you taken a break off the chart? You know, it's funny, like during the hurricane, I still had my laptop. I didn't have connection because my internet power was down, but guess what I did? I drove to an area with good data service. It was like a plaza, and then I connected my laptop and I started just trading, like logging my day there. So like, it's been a very long time. Even when I took a trip to Canada to visit family. I think I was still trading a little bit there too. So for a consecutive break off the charts where I don't even look at it, I don't know. Maybe this cruise. If the cruise has Wi-Fi, I'm bringing my laptop just to see if the connection is good. Because I'll still like to log, like, get like 1 hour in, get like $100 on all my accounts just so I can have the payout ready when I come back. It would only be for Monday and Tuesday basically though. I guess I won't need that much. I don't know. Maybe I won't bring my laptop. It's the cruise that I have is over the weekend. Where'd you go in Canada? It was Calgary. Kind of like half my family's in Canada, and they all live just basically in the same neighborhood. It's like 5 minutes apart from each other. Canada's a good area though, so everything's nice and big there. Very nice people compared to the U.S. Do you trade more reversal or continuation? I feel like it's like if I could make a number, out of anything, it would be like 63% reversals and then 37% continuations. Just depending on what you view as continuation, because sometimes it would overlap. YPM. It's just slower. It's good for base hits, and I'm trying to master it in the way where, like, if you remember, all my streams has been PM, and we have a very consistent win rate with it. We've been growing our count on Top Step, Apex, all these firms because we trade on PM. Can I do it with AM? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I'll take a bigger loser. Because look at AM price action, like the price range is a very strong delivery. So for instance here, let's say like I take a trade here. All I want is like a base hit sometimes, so like 15 points. These candles are like 50, 60 points, 80 points. I will get stopped the next minute. And I won't be, another thing, like I don't think my tight stops work with AM. I would probably have to do bigger stops to let the play, for it to play out more. Yeah, that's just my reasoning. Still pushing higher here. I'm just waiting. Yeah, AM. I think AM's good for just trading if you're trying to run it up. Yeah, good for consistency, and that's what I'm moving towards. Because I have so many funded accounts, I can just make a few $100s on each count rather than running up on a volatile day. This is so slow. This might be one of the slower sessions of PM I had this month. I mean, we did get some range here, but it was quick. And then after that, it just slow, slow motion. Yeah, but I mean, we did what I anticipated was a drive inside the 15-minute gap, retap back in the recent open inefficiency, which is 15-minute also, and then I want to see it move back up slowly. It just takes so long when I'm like, I'm not that interested anymore. I don't think it really presented any setup because, like, when I'm looking for trades, do I get any trades from this area here? I don't really think so. It just, I'm being generous with this drawing too. It's a breaker entry. Let me see. Oh yeah, if you're referring to this breaker, yeah, that's why I think this is the A+ entry of the day. It happened in AM or the lunchtime, which is surprising. What was overlapping with the breaker there? The pink thing is a 15-minute gap. So there's a breaker down here on the 1 minute. The 15-minute fair value gap. We're trying to fill everything here. I think he almost filled the whole thing. We'll get the hourly close soon. Something I always note, if the hourly closer can inverse the latest fair value gap here, which is the hourly here, get a closure above 92 on ES. This is very, very bullish. And we'll use this. We'll use let's say close above, right? We'll use any retracement as a supporting bullish gap. What are those 12 indicators? I think a lot of them are just disabled. Or just part of different charts. I don't really have that much on. Like watermarks here, the notes here. I only really have like 5 active ones. And many of them are not even shown right now. Like this open price one, this is probably combined with another one already. I don't really have much. What is a breaker? So something I would describe here. You have a high, or you have a let's say the price starts here. You made a high, you made a low, right? A higher high to sweep this low, sweep this high, and then if we can basically take out this low, this would already be that breaker because we swept this low here, we swept the high, and we're breaking that high. This would be the breaker. So if it does come back in, we're looking at this as our entry model, and we're looking for entry based off this breaker here for higher prices. I'm assuming those who are asking like what is a breaker, you're new to this. There's information in my Discord. It should be open. It's an educational channel. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different PDF files or like kind of threads, in-depth threads about like breakers, only on breakers. So plenty of information there. This is starting to look pretty bullish here. Where do I get that closure to? I'm waiting for the 2 p.m. close now. I think that's when we'll get something. It's a very uneventful price action to stream, but let's just use this to tape read, and we can talk in the chat. We break the boom. What the heck? Well, what prop firms you guys have been using? We talked about Apex today. Let's look at the poll first. 250 votes. 43% says yes, whatever makes me money. They're still trading it. Heck no. 58% says no. So it's kind of like, it's like a slight edge to people saying no to it, which is fair. But we still have a good number of people still willing to trade with Apex, including me. I'm gonna be honest, I would still trade with Apex. Can't stop me from trading Apex when it's the one that makes me the most money this month for payouts. And they at least pay out. So in exchange for these rules, you're gonna get instant approvals, instant payouts. Instant as in like before it was 2 weeks, now it's gonna be like 2 days. That is like a 10x improvement right there. When do you open cash rate for Apex? I think we're gonna try to do it next month. We're waiting to set things up. We have cash rates for Tradeify, for fast track trading, and my fund features. Those 3. We're gonna try to onboard take profit trader too. So it's gonna be 5 total if we get everything set up. And anyone who rebate or who submitted already for October, I think by the end of the month, you'll see like how much you got back, and then we'll try to get people paid out too. I think we're already counting up, like it's like 4 or 5,000 already in rebates, which is pretty good. Get the money back to you guys. What do you dress up for Halloween? You know, it's funny. The cruise is basically a Halloween cruise. All right, wait. What happened to 2 p.m.? We got a nice closer over here. I think I'm gonna look for long setups from here. I need to see a raid first, and then I'll look for longs. As long as we keep on building more liquidity up here, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good thing. Dress up as ICT. Why do I feel like this is about to just do this? Maybe all day to this internal here. This is what it feels like it's doing right now. I see the future, and that's what it's telling me. It's look, you listen, guys. All the Apex rules is applicable to everyone. Don't try to make like these corners with it, like saying like, oh, but I bought this before, I had this payout. It's applied to everything, everyone. Today, starting today already. You're not gonna be able to get around it. I promise you, man. You just gotta read it carefully and then adapt to it. I mean, they're basically putting a hard line against this, and like, if you don't like it, don't trade with us. Now it's basically more of a incentive to get people live, because there's so many rules on the funded stage now. The live has no rules; you can do whatever you want. So like now, I want to get my live account. It's funny how that works now. This is just interesting price action. I mean, we got like a 1 internal sweep. I don't think it's nothing actionable yet. And we're still trying to push. I'm gonna just delete these arrows. I think these arrows are useless when we're just so slow. What battle rules did Apex add? Whatever. Okay, since so many people are not aware of the rules, let's just pull it up. I'm not trying to pull up the video. I'm just trying to pull up. It's this. I made this post here. Basically, there's a 3-hour video. I watched through all of it. Table of contents. There's 4 sections basically. The new program, which is the big part. They talk about schemers and payout denials. They talk about prohibited evals. You know, people who couldn't buy evals anymore. They talk about that. And you finally talk about path to live. So benefits: no payout windows, 8 trading days, which is great. 5 of them have to be $100 a day. That's fine. No more flip and roll. That's good too. Unlimited DCA, and then 6 withdrawal, 100% available. This is what people are concerned about. The cautionary measures, which is effective October 21st. First, you need safety net. A lot of people don't like that. So, for Apex, for example, on a 50K account, you would usually need plus 100 drawdown, so like about $2,600 profit. You can withdraw 2,000. Now you need 4,600, which are only above the buffer. The 5 to 1, I feel like that's already fine. That's plenty. The scaling plan, I don't think anyone's worried about, because you don't start with 2 or 3 contracts. On the 50K, you already start with 5 contracts. Because its rules are the same. This one is what people are concerned about. No trades exceeding 30% of unrealized. This is unrealized, so if you're you're starting a new account, you can't get under 750 unrealized. If you do, your profits can be voided on that trade, or you can flag for probation. And then lastly, drastic inconsistent sizing. So those are the main things. It doesn't seem that bad when I just reviewed it again, but I think it's just a lot of things to think about when people just want to trade. They don't want to see like, oh, did I break this rule or anything like that. They just want to get in trading, man. I respect that. I really respect that of people like. But something you guys also have to consider, like, if it's their firm, it's their rules. If you don't like it, there's TopStep. There's other firms. And I'm this is gonna be a good feeling. Like if you anticipate this, um, if you have a good trading day, and just keep on working with Apex with the new rules, get your payout. Your payout is gonna get paid within 2 days. It's a 2 week span. That is like, I'm glad of that. It's not even get paid 2 weeks. You get proved in 2 weeks, and then you get paid the week later. So it's like 3 weeks to get paid. Now you're gonna get paid within 2 days, all within 2 days. So at least let's talk about that too while we're talking about like the negatives. The benefits is something else. Get the money and keep on trading. Yeah, this is what I was anticipating too, a drive down, because we're getting rejected at this 5-minute new income gap, and then I believe we filled this 15-minute nearly all the way. So, I just want to see if there's any good trades. It's just so slow, and I don't think, even though I'm reading the price action like very clearly, I don't know if I see any good trading entries. You just gotta enter off of it, I guess. We're really driving down this time, though. They're not playing around this time. Let me try to lock in. Maybe I'll find a trade here. We're starting to get some quicker price action now. We show this internal here. If we can come back up here, I would actually like that. I need to remember that this somewhat looks bearish on the lower time frame, but this is pretty bullish still, because we're just entering back inside of this fair value gap on the hourly, which we already inverse. And I think I was looking for longs from here, if it does present itself. Let's just try to focus here. Maybe we'll get something. So yeah, we just retraced to fill that little inefficiency. Straight back down. If I'm looking for longs, I think I'm gonna look for an NQ. NQ has been holding up much more today. It don't really give me much to play with, to be honest, though. I wish it gave me more. Yeah, I think I'm looking at longs. I'm focused on longs right now. Like, until it's otherwise. If it does keep on selling off, I'm not trying to catch a knife. You see this hold. But we have some lows down here. I think we're going to get one more jab down. And then we'll see from there. So when I'm bullish here, that doesn't mean like I'm looking to buy these highs. This is what I look for. I look for, or anticipate something like this, where it just smash down all the way to this internal low, and then we'll see like, is this a good long or is this a good short? And that's kind of my thought process in these type of trades. Just look that low here. I'm kind of eager for a long right now. I think we're still bullish because the hourly is still bullish here, and we still have more to gain up there. It's gonna be hard for entry model. Like I said, looking for a base hit, so I think we move higher. We move back to the recent highs. Let's see if we can get it straight here. It's gonna be long on ES, and then if any short setup, I think I'm gonna try on long on NQs, short on ES. That's just basically the sentiment right now. I'm gonna try to follow that. What do you guys like long? How much? I'm not confident, I'm likely not gonna share where I'm gonna take the entry. I'm gonna look for something to give you guys though. This is the first inversion at least, which we did wick out a few times, or wick in and out. It might be just off this entry here. Let's see. Look how stuck ES is. It's actually just not doing anything. Yeah, if it does come back, I'm looking for longs right now. We got the inversion already. Damn, it left. Let me see if I can focus on long still. Look at SMT if ES breaks this low and Q holds it. Probably something like this. Take the high again. PM session high. SMT here. This is midnight open, right? Yeah. We didn't get jab in, but we have to see all these lows. Pushing already. That's why I like longs right now. We swept these internal low, what we anticipated, and then everything's still bullish on higher time frames. If you're focused on higher time frames, you'll see it's still holding up pretty nicely. And this is what I anticipate on lower time frames. Just once it closes above, you might get a wick higher and then come back inside of it, use the support, and move higher. Just very slow. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get some water. Okay. Pumping. Yeah. This is why I wanted to get that long in. Especially at this low. I typically wait for confirmation. I think the confirmation was this candle here. So I was eager for even a slight retracement. Try to come back up this high. I tried to long on some of my accounts on that retracement here. I missed the entry by a little bit. I don't know if anyone knew was able to get some longs in. Because ironically enough, ES was struggling, so we'll obviously get the SMT. If we do get the SMT, and he would for sure hold, just because we were so much higher than it was. We're getting rejected pretty hard. There's no become gap now. That's like the how many attempts is that? 4 or 5 attempts in. Just get rejected every single time. Still want to use this as a support here. So this is the 2 p.m. open here, which we can see on the 15-minute. We opened up. It's still very slow. Look at the stat map. Not much to play by here. I want to see this hourly retap back down and come back up. That's what I want to see happen. Let me see. For those who are liking short, what is making you guys short right now? I'm on the side of the longs. Especially that internal sweep there. What is making you guys look for shorts? I think on the higher time frame, it also agrees for longs right now. I mean, like, for now, but like it could flip. Like if we do get a strong closure back down under 71, then yeah, I'm gonna flip my bias too. I think right now it's pretty good for the upside. I'm just looking for a longs. I think this is where we start seeing this entry model here. So many attempts on this 5 though. I want to see this hold on this inversion here. Retap. See if we can add entry off of. No, this is already pushing. Let's see. I think whatever happens next, if we get a closure under this low, I'm gonna hammer it. It's just very difficult. I'm looking for a breaker or a BPR still. There's still inversion entry if you do take longs in this area on the 1 minute. After a sweep already, we still have that buy side on the PM high. Look at the PM right now. The PM range is very tiny. Look at the AM range. Look at the PM range. This range is basically from 97 to this is like 40 points. So any trades you take in PM right now, even if it goes 10 points, that's like a fourth of the range. Think about that. So when we're looking for trades, if it goes 10, 15 points, that's a win already. That's a big win in session. All right, let's see. I don't know if there's any clear breakers here either. I'm watching closely. We did fill this 15 minutes. So like if you're looking at the short side, is likely because we're in big premium on NQ, and we fill this 15 minute very nicely. Other than that, like I still want to see it come back up. Look at these lows being built now. If we come back up, these would be my internal target for like a draw. I'm kind of flip-flopping a bit, so but I haven't touched anything yet. I think that's what's crucial. I might be like saying like, okay, I want to go up, I want to see it go down. I'm kind of trying to frame this properly, and I haven't seen that yet. Good wick there. Wick these relative lows. Chat, what do you guys think? It's getting a little difficult. I can see a nice 5 minute breaker here. And then we'll start getting a nice PM range. There's no clear thesis. I mean, yeah, other than like sitting on hands, like what are we anticipating? That's what I'm asking more so, not like where should we long or short. That is interesting. Where did that come from? That was like 15 points. That was almost half the PM's range. That's how impressive that was. Let's see what I flip. So we got a nice raid here. Something I like, if I'm bullish, I'm going to focus on this 15 minute gap. We've built this already. If it does want to retrace, I think I'm going to try for a long entry. stop letting that low. I think I gotta try something like this. It's not like a clear-cut exact entry, but as long as my stop's under that low, I'm game. See this pump back up here. Not the best fills. It's that wick. It's that wick that I liked. That wick came back up. We got a nice raid. Eternal swept too. Held this very nicely. This should come back up. Is that? Yeah, it went under the hourly. It's still staying inside of it. 15 minutes still too. Yeah, I think this is bullish on a lot of time frames I'm on right now. Get that pump going there. We didn't get that much of a wick. I didn't get filled that much. Try to see this high before we even take anything off. I gotta remember, like, the range is still 40 points for NQ. So I can't be thinking too much about it. This PM range is so tiny. Oh, Kane is here. He said, sell it down. All right, guys. We'll sell it down. Everyone's short now. Financial advice. Just kidding. The GOAT himself is here. The man who changed Apex. He's the reason Apex 3.0 is happening, guys. So you see that poll here that we did? 400 votes, 60% say we don't like the rules. We're not treating it. Guys, talk to Shane here. He got 2 million from Apex, and they have to change their whole model. That's how much of an impact this is. One person. Still looking at this high. It's 230. Really haven't done much. Getting rejected pretty hard this New Week gap, man. I don't know how people would have a clear conviction for PM session today. It's pretty unclear to me. The question you guys be asking, like, what is the next firm Kane is gonna change up? Is it TopStep? I think I do see Kane was trading his live count more. He was running it up there. He's like, okay, you guys think prop firms are easy? Let me just do what I do, use my skills with a live count. What then? deviate midnight, pull back to the premium, run it back down. I think that might be the theme right now. If we do get a nice closure here. So just back and forth. Yeah, if we get a nice flip under this 5-minute here, I'm going to try to do the same thing. Right now, though, I want to see this try to hold. $100K. Wait, are you saying you traded a $100K cash down and ran it to 300? Or is it like your balance is around 100 to 300? It's absurd, man. seeing people like that just makes me somewhat FOMO in a way. I'm like, should I put my size? Damn. That is impressive, man. Nothing really impressed there. Want to see this hold here. I really do want to see this hold. If it does get under this wick low, I'll flip my position, or I'll look at the focus on downside. Did you trade Kane? Yeah, Kane. Someone asked. I think don't Kane trade London. He's in the UK. He's on the UK time. So you have someone trading Asia. I think Lando trades Asia a lot. Kane trades London. I'm going for PM, and I guess everyone's trading AM. You have like traders around the clock. Yeah, this is slowly grinding down now. What is... It's slow, though. Once you get the range, I'm gonna measure the range from 97. Oh, it's at low. It's like 40 points still. This is slow as hell. Dodgy was trading London? That's new. Yeah, for me to flip short, get a closure on this 5-minute, we'll get a breaker from this down close candle, and then I'll play aggressively there. This is still my stop at this low here, if this does go wrong. Just take a base hit probably today. I don't think I'm going to try to do anything crazy. This, even, like, let's say base hits, right? Base hits for me is typically like 10 to 15 points. It is range, this PM range, 10 points alone. Let's say it's just 10 points. 40-point range, that's 25% of the range. Just something to think about there. I was trying to go for this high, but I think if it's with this high, we will prepare ourselves already. Try to long, but sold out break even. My stop is this low. I got a long in at 66. I think this would have been better, like low 60s. I got in a little bit early, but I'm not willing to add to this. This is too low conviction. But it's good for base hits though. So we have the bearish scenario here, and we have the bullish scenario. Whichever comes, this is actionable right now, while the other one is, if this fails, then we'll proceed in the 5-minute. which is basically just the cost of encroachment here. Speed is really delayed. You're at 1427. I'm at 1435. Yeah, so what you do is, I mean, maybe you get to refresh first of all, but after that, you just fast forward. If you fast forward, the speed delay would be like 5 seconds. Even, it could be 2 seconds if you're closer to where I am. But even if you keep up with the time period for today, I think this is funny. I'm gonna just take down this high here. I got out my apex from the cost quick closure. It's a little higher than my entry, but I'm just gonna take the high. That'll be my first base hit. We'll just look for a second one. And just when I show that, came back down. Nice. Never mind. Stop was at this low still, guys. Just going for 15 points if I could get that, but... We'll probably look for something else if this does inverse. If this inverse, I might even flip short. That would be my entry, actually. Huh. One second in Scotland. Yeah, that's why I want the delay to be like a few seconds at most. Short setting up 1 minute SMT. Is there an SMT in the 1 minute? It's very slightly at that, because if we were talking about this equal high, we barely miss. I don't think it signifies a good SMT for me to mark out and you utilize. Zeke said, only fair for Kane to start his own prop firm because he ruined Apex. Kane trader funding. That has a ring to it. This is way too slow. Yeah, I mean, going for 15 points is, I guess, partly a little bit greedy based off today's range too. We got cleared 10 already. More than 10, like 13, and we just missed the 15 point mark. That terminal high there. An inch. Now we have some equal highs. On the 1 minute, equal wick size. See if this holds. Not much. I'm not doing much right now. I'm just waiting till things play out. Just a waiting game. But that's just how some trades are. Like, you're just gonna have to wait either for a setup or wait for the trade to play out. Get too eager. Just follow the game plan. Every trade, you should have a game plan somewhere. What about inverse here? almost wrapping up for power. Really sloppy. This is an uneventful day right now. I think overall, like if this could get under a closure under these lows here, it's gonna be just short riding down. Any retracement is likely gonna be a short. We have this nice reversal at back up, DT premium. That's what I probably anticipate from here. Thoughts on Tradify? I actually like Tradify. I think it has one of the higher potential today, or just this day and age for prop firms' sake. About to sell off here. Okay, this failed here. I want to see this high. It didn't hit the high. I want to see this internal at least bare minimum. Didn't do that. We're probably gonna get something like this now. Some equal lows on ES here. This is a very uneventful session. One of the worst ones that's like just slow. There's a slam down here. What is... Alright, let's go 5 minute here. Next time close in 1 minute. Get it close under 51. Then I'm game. A little slight SMT here, but it's probably still move lower. Some of you guys in short now, very good. I might join you guys soon here. At least this 5 minute close. And then we'll likely get that 15 minute close too. Get it close under 55 here. Ten more seconds here. Oh, they should be higher. Yeah, I like short. I like shorts right now. Using this 15 minute as my shorts now. Oh yeah, I should be looking at ES for shorts. I forgot. Yeah, we'll probably look for ES instead. But it's also NQ's flipping pretty hard. Like NQ might be leading this charge down now. Macro on the 5 minutes, yeah. That's what I'm looking at. If there's an entry model inside this 15-minute, I'll play the downside with it. Just very, very slow today. Where did we mark that breaker? Did we mark the breaker somewhere? Where the hell did that breaker go? Oh, we didn't sweep the high. Okay, I thought we swept this high already. I was looking at this. Still, I think regardless, this is the resistance area. Let's see. I'm gonna wait for confirmation. I'm not gonna pull the trigger yet. Because if we do fall, I think we have lots of room to fall. Well, if we pump, grind up, we don't have much room. This is a very tricky day. Let's go chat. Have you taken anything today? No, not really yet. Thoughts on Tradeify? I like Tradeify a lot. Do you trade ICT? Yes, yes, yes. And yeah, shorts on ES is probably more favorable too. Looking for a nice return back up, and then we'll look at it. We'll look for it. I haven't taken anything yet, guys. I'm waiting. Anything here? I want to see this ES come back up. We have equal highs on ES too, so like that's something I'm concerned about. This is such a choppy, range-bound type of day, which I'm not even too strong on the downside yet. Back in that inversion too. I think these equal highs are too much of a magnet. Especially after this low wick is taken already. I feel like a large manipulation wick that we just raided. So this makes it low probability. So even though it's like with a 15-minute support, I don't really see a entry model that is clean off of this still. I don't know if you guys, what do you guys think about it? Just the whole session today has made me like unclear and like not too convicted on anything. Even if prices close a little bit under the 15-minute fair value, do you think it's valid? So this is a good example here. For this one, I would count it. For ES, I don't think I would. Just because it's like too close. Like I can't even see it. If you zoom out, like can you see it? But for NQ, like you can clearly see it has like a nice closure under it. But even then, like we're just back and forth. We're also recognizing the range today. I should have just traded AM if I had known PM was this slow. This was a wrong idea, but I'm glad that I didn't attempt for it. Which I was saying, okay, I wanted confirmation before I even consider this. Why are there so many commercials on this channel? Oh, you know what's funny? Okay, well, let me turn that off. I think I turn on it finally verified me, and I just turned on ads. I didn't know how to use it, so you never if you're watching, you've never seen ads on the channel before. It just got turned on. I don't know how to like change the settings. This is the first time on it, so if there's a lot of ads, that's my fault. How many were there? That is making me like laugh. No, I actually did not know. I'm gonna try to see if I can turn it off here. I thought it would be just one ad when you start the stream and then nothing for the rest of the stream. That's it. That's what I was going for. Okay, I did not know. I just turned off everything. That's someone just brought up now. I'm surprised. I'm surprised no one brought up to now. That was hilarious. He said, I will watch through a dozen ads. That's like one every 20 minutes or one every 10 minutes. I promise you though, like, let's say I run 10 ads this whole stream. There's like 500 viewers and 2,000 total viewers. I'll probably make like 15 bucks. So that's what I'm saying. It's not worth it. Like, if I known, I would have not held on. It was more so for my YouTube videos that I was going to upload more. But yeah, thank you for pointing out to me. I did not know. Yeah, and is that a reason for you guys to get YouTube Premium? No ads at all? you see people who has a premium who doesn't. Where are the ad blockers? How's the ad blockers been? This is a version chat. Still, look at this. Look at this. Now we're just building up more liquidity. This is not a short for me. I think when it's this close, I need to see it raid first. If it raids and fails, I'll play for it. If it raids and fails, I'll play for it like this. This is too uncertain for me. Let me see if I can get trade before it ends the day. As long as I don't force anything, I should be fine. Objectively, though, I think higher time frame, like intraday bias, I'm leaning bearish. But for the low time frame right now, I think we have a draw right now, which is not short yet. Gonna be wrong. This is so back and forth. I got premium recently. I don't even have premium. I can make a lot of money each month, and I feel like I don't want to pay for premium still. Maybe if they make like $5, I'll consider it. But isn't like 15 bucks? Do I use YouTube enough? Something about news trading with evals. I'm gonna try to limit my talking of it because some prop firms did discuss with me that they don't really want someone who trades, like, you know, like a partner trading with all these regulations, it's not like a good habit to have. I can answer questions, but I'm probably not gonna stream it anymore. Yeah, I'll really limit my questions about it. There's enough information out there. Apex said you can trade news. Yes, but like it's just as a I guess as an influencer or whatever you want to call it, they don't want or some firms, there's like multiple firms that they don't want me to push it to everyone. Like, oh, everyone do this. And I do respect that because that does. It's not like it's something I understand. What contract size? I would typically go for less size. Like some people will go for max size. I think it'll be better for like, let's say like 60%, 70% of size on average, so you don't get drawn out. Yeah, there's enough content out there to talk about it, or already showing about it. Non-farm payrolls coming up too. I think I like longs on NQ just to take this equal high in ES. Just to see if I can get an entry somewhere, maybe. Get like a pop over 70. It's holding 60 pretty well. Even the 1 minute, like this 15-minute gap, you're long in the gap essentially. Have you been wicked on both sides? Dude, that's like every 3 you get wicked on both sides. Very slow. How many evals did you have to go through? PAs have you gone through to get payout with Apex? It seems harder now. The safety net is not that bad, guys. The thing about like this, for a 50K account, you go to 52.6 thousand, which is 2,600 profit plus 100 drawdown. You take the 2,000 payout, you're left with $500. That's basically killing your account. I never withdraw with that little left anyway. So like, let's say I need to hit 52.6, I'll probably go for 53.5 at least, or 54,000. So enough wiggle room. So I don't really have a problem with the safety net thing. It's just a little bit more than what I would normally do. But those who have problems with it, it's probably because you get payouts and you blow the counts. That's not the ideal way that even Apex wants, and that's not the ideal way of what I would probably teach or recommend either. Is you get a payout, blow the count. Now you gotta work the evals and go through the hassle again. Rather that than just get a nice healthy cushion and then just keep on building it up, and then collect those payouts. That I feel like the more suitable way. Anyways. Another pop down there. SMT again. We still have these internal highs above here. What I'm looking for. Look at the range. The range is still very tight. We're in the lower part of the range right now. I would likely want to see a pop back up. I'm gonna try to see if I can find a long here. That was a quick wick, but denial, no. I would want confirmation too. Yeah, I'm just way too indecisive today. That's why you haven't seen me like commit to something. Like, okay, I like this laws guy. Everyone, go for this. It's just like, let me see, let me see. Every wick here, we get SMT, and then we'll get a like quick reversal, but nothing actionable. There's a very quick wick there. I remember I exceeded the 30% this rule by a lot because of a mistake. I had to lose it all to respect the rules. That is 3 weeks ago. I hope they don't flag me. You don't really have to purposely lose it. You just gotta make it back. Make it back slowly. No big deal. Let's see this closer. Get a flip back up. Do we want to go for this equal highs? If we stew, like that's just gonna be like a pop up of 70 again. That's gonna be probably the target range there. Let's see what we have working with there. Just disappointed today. This low's all. This low here is like everything to me. I think this slams down. It's gone. And like we said before, this is the kind of that resistance range now that we close under, and that's what we've been fighting. So under these lows, we're gonna likely accelerate down if we get through these lows. For now, I still want to see a reaction back first. We're almost 3. Oh, sorry, 3. I didn't realize that. You traded a Tradeify sim funded on mistake with news and you made 6K? Holy crap. You gotta relax, man. There's a lot. Let's see if this closes under. That's what I'm looking at too. Yeah, this is gone, man. Let's see this alignment close. Alignment close down here would make it pretty bearish here. I think it's about to fall off a cliff at this rate. It likes to bounce back and forth though. So not yet. We're probably gonna wrap the stream soon. I don't know if I'm gonna try for something. Or find something. It's so choppy, man. back in the 5-minute here. Close under already. Still a tight range on the PM, which I'm noticing right now. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap the stream very soon here. I think that's it for me. I'm not gonna try to look for anything more today. I'll see you guys tomorrow.